How is everybody doing? This is MrNoobTubeGamer, your console king. And in celebration of reaching 2,000 subscribers, I decided to do a Q&A. To anyone who's following my Twitter, I'm sure you guys are aware of the Q&A I did. And I took about 30 questions or so, or 20 questions rather, that you guys have sent me. And I will answer them. So without further ado, let's begin. The first question comes from Lonk. Since you are so good at rapping, can you make a rap song about PC elitists and fanboys? Actually, since you're asking that, it's kind of funny that you asked that because I actually did do one. I did a PC gaming rap on my channel. Check it out. So next question from Ami Mizuno. Do you think it was wise for Nintendo to charge for new online service when they've been years behind Xbox Live and PlayStation Network? I think it's really a bad idea, actually. I've made that pretty clear whenever I talked about the Nintendo Switch, because the paid online is just a stupid idea, especially considering the fact that Nintendo is so behind Xbox and PlayStation, like you said in your question. And that's very obvious, and we don't even know if there's going to be third-party support, first-party support. They announced some games, but we don't really know in the long term if there are going to be enough games worthy enough to pay for online, especially since you have to use a separate app on your phone to be able to use voice chat. It's just a stupid thing. I don't know why Nintendo's doing that, but I don't think people are going to pay for the service. I mean, if it's $10 a month, maybe, but any more than that, I don't think people are going to really be willing to pay for it, especially if they don't offer the free games that comes with a subscription like Xbox and PlayStation do. So overall, it's a bad idea, and man, I was really hoping Nintendo would learn their lesson, but apparently they haven't. So third question comes from PC Addict. Do you hate all PC gamers just from playing on PC, and if you do, why? I don't play them. I don't hate them just for playing on PC. I hate them because of the way they act. They're very arrogant. They think that they know everything. They think it's a fact. They think their opinion is a fact, and it's just ridiculous. I don't like that at all. They're probably among the most arrogant and obnoxious people in the gaming community right now, and it's pathetic. It's very pathetic, but that's the reason. That's my problem with PC gamers, not necessarily because of what they play on, but because of how arrogant they act. Next question again comes from Amy Mizuno. Do you think Nintendo made the right decision sticking with another gimmick-themed console for Switch? You see, I don't hate gimmicks. I don't think gimmicks should never exist because they do bring intrigue towards a platform, like, the Wii motion controls and even the Kinect with the Xbox and other gimmicks. But when you try to force the gimmicks on the consumer, have certain games and certain things that you can only do with these gimmicks, it's ridiculous, especially with the Wii U, where there are certain games like Zombie U where you're only allowed to use the gamepad. You couldn't use another controller, and they forced you to look at your gamepad while you were playing your game, and it was just a terrible idea. Terrible idea. And if it's not intrusive towards the gameplay, then I think gimmicks are fine. And with the Switch, I don't think it's bad that they have the whole portable home console hybrid thing. I think that's actually a clever idea. But the problem I have is that, first of all, the battery life is like 2.5 to 6.5 hours, which is just pathetic. Even if the minimum was 6.5 hours, that's still not amazing. And it's just doesn't seem like a lot of people are going to be able to do it without having a portable charger handy or something like that, because man, it's just terrible that this, one of the main selling points is actually not that great of a thing, because it's like 2.5 hours of battery life. So I do think in that instance it is the wrong decision, but hopefully I was hoping that the gimmick would have been a bit better implemented. Another question from Amy Mizuno. What can Activision do to save the Call of Duty franchise? Does it need a year off or just simple pass setting? Well, Activision recently confirmed that Sledgehammer's next Call of Duty game, which is this year's Call of Duty that's coming out in this November, is not going to be futuristic. I talked about that on my podcast, which, by the way, for anyone curious about the podcast, in case the podcast isn't up by the time this video's up, it is recorded. There were a bit technical difficulties, but I actually recorded it, and I will upload it whenever I can. But going back to this question, I do think that that's definitely a step in the right direction to not continue with these futuristic Call of Duties, because futuristic Call of Duties, the last ones were pretty bad. Infinite Warfare was bad. Black Ops 3 wasn't bad, but it just wasn't as good as Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1. And Advanced Warfare was decent, but it wasn't amazing either. And, Call of Duty just needs to go back to the boots on the ground. No exo jumps, no boost jumps. And I understand they did it, to try to make the gameplay different. But it still didn't work. It wasn't implemented very well. So there you go with that. Next question comes from American Raven. Did you or did you not edit relevant information out of your photo in your how to win a PC versus console debate video? No, I didn't. I pretty much made that clear in my, I guess you could say, debate with Rags. He presented no evidence of me doing that. And I'll continue to ignore those claims because they're very baseless. They're very dubious claims against me that have no merit. Next question comes from Comic Legend. What is your favorite COD game and favorite PS4 exclusive? So that's two questions, but my favorite Call of Duty game would probably be Black Ops 1. I said that in my podcast, I believe. Black Ops 1 is definitely my favorite Call of Duty game. And when we're talking about PS4 exclusives, it's kind of, I played The Last of Us, I played Heavy Rain, I played Beyond Two Souls, and I played Killzone Shadowfall, I didn't get to play Uncharted 4 yet, sadly, but I didn't play the remastered collection either, but I have played a good number of PlayStation 4 exclusives. I didn't play all of them, I didn't play, what was it, Order 1886 and games like that. But so I guess my opinion isn't, inclusive. But out of the PS4 exclusives I have played, I would say that my favorite one is The Last of Us. I mean, The Last of Us is great. It's an amazing game. It's breathtaking. It's great. It has multiplayer. It has single player. It's very long lasting. And if I had to pick another one, though, that wasn't The Last of Us, because I'm sure it's the typical answer people give when we're talking about favorite PlayStation exclusives, I would say that my favorite PlayStation exclusive besides The Last of Us would be Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain's an amazing game. It's just great storytelling. Probably the best storytelling out of all the PlayStation 4 games. Next question comes from Mr. Carnivore. PS4 design or PS4 Pro design? I don't really think the PS4 Pro design is that much different. I think it looks like, let me just check real quick for reference, because I haven't been following the PlayStation 4 Pro stories, because I don't really care about the PS4 Pro, and I know that might surprise a lot of people, but I really don't care about it. I already own a PS4. I don't really want another system. But let's see what the PlayStation 4 Pro looks like. It's pretty much like it looks like a sandwich, kind of. Like it looks like two PS4s merged into one. I knew that's what it looked like, but I was just making sure. I don't really care about which design is better. It's kind of irrelevant, but I guess to answer your question, I would say PS4. I guess. I don't know. Next question comes from Aaron Carrier. Do you think that Xbox's plan with Windows 10 is to make it that console gamers can play with PC gamers? No, their plan is to screw over Xbox gamers, to betray their customers, and to, get away with false advertising, because all these games that they said were Xbox exclusives, like Quantum Break, like all these other games, they are becoming exclusives. They went from exclusives to multiplats, and that's a very terrible thing. It's false advertising. It's screwing over the people that play on Xbox. And they're making their own system obsolete, thinking they're going to make more money off of PC gamers. But in the meantime, they're going to lose all the console gamers that they have. So it's a stupid idea. Very stupid. That Undead Legacy asks, how do you feel about the Xbox having barely any decent exclusives and canceling Scalebound like idiots? Well, the reason why Xbox doesn't have any decent exclusives is because they're releasing all their exclusives on PC. Also, Phil Spencer said that there will be a lot of Xbox games coming out in 2017. That does remain to be seen, especially since we're almost 2 months into the year and still nothing. But Canceling Scalebound was a stupid idea. A lot of people were excited about it. I don't know why they canceled it. I don't know why games in general get canceled, especially ones that people are looking forward to. I still remember Star Wars 1313. It looked so cool, and then, boom, got canceled. And all these other games that looked amazing got canceled. It's a shame whenever a game gets canceled. It's very sad, but that's what happens in the industry, and we just got to try to move on, as sad as it is. Next question comes from Fitness Gram Pacer Test. Outside of gaming, what else do you like to do? Well, I'm sure a lot of people know about this, but I'm very interested in politics. I also like to, besides chilling with people, obviously, chilling with my friends or whatever, if you're talking about my hobbies and interests, it would be, I like Walking Dead, I like Game of Thrones, I like Shameless, I like those kind of shows. And I'm not really a moviegoer. I used to be, but I don't really watch movies that much anymore. But those kind of things are, shit that I'm really interested in. It's mainly gaming and politics, though, more than anything else. Next question comes from Caden. PlayStation or Xbox? At this moment, I used to be neutral over the whole PlayStation versus Xbox thing. But now that I think about it, I think PlayStation 4 is kind of better, only when it comes to the exclusives, because Sony's not betraying their gamers and betraying their customers by putting their games on PC. Next question comes from Canned Walrus. Do you ever play PC exclusives on PC or any PC games? If I had to pick a PC exclusive that was actually really good, it would be Gary's Mod. I'm sure to people who are stalking my Steam profile would know that I actually really, really, really enjoy that game. Gary's Mod is pretty fun, and I like it very much. It's pretty cool. There's so many options, so many things to do that it's just great. It's amazing. And I guess Left 4 Dead would be another one, although it's not really an exclusive, but maybe. I guess I'll put that as an exclusive. And there's some good games I played. I think my favorite PC exclusive besides Gary's Mod would be Postal 2. A very underrated game, but very fun. Next question comes from Muhammad Kayed. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. What is your favorite game of 2016, and is your most hype game for 2017? So when it comes to 2017 games, I'm not really sure. Nothing looks particularly amazing this year. But, I mean, that's actually a very good thought-provoking question. Because I don't know how to answer either of those questions, because I did play a lot of good games in 2016, but in 2017, I'm not sure which game I would say would be my most hyped one. I guess, actually, now that I think about it would be Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't think about that from the top of my head, because Red Dead Redemption was an amazing, amazing game. But if you're talking about 2016, I guess I would say favorite game of 2016 would be Overwatch. I was going to say Fallout 4, but that was actually 2015. But if Fallout 4 came out in 2016, I would have been Fallout 4, but 2016 would be Overwatch. I actually haven't been... It's funny, because I've been, I guess you could call me a gamer, and I'm very interested in the gaming industry, but in terms of games, I don't really play that many new games. I do buy a lot of games, every year, but I don't buy new ones, if that makes any sense. Miramore asks, why did you use the name MrNoobTubeGamer? Because that was my PlayStation Network account. That was my Xbox username, so I decided to make that my YouTube username. But now, as I'm sure people are aware, my new name is The Console King. John Smith asks, during Xbox 360 and PS3 era, which was your favorite? And that's actually a very interesting question as well. Because during the Xbox 360 PS3 days, there was a lot of times where I thought the PlayStation 3 was better. So during maybe 2009, 2010, I thought PlayStation 3 was the best. But then after that, I thought Xbox 360 was better, because I finally got my Xbox Gold subscription and started playing MW2 and all those other games. And I enjoyed Xbox Live better. Xbox Live was definitely a better service than PlayStation Network back at the time, because PlayStation Network was horrible. It was abysmal at times. But I did enjoy it a lot, though. PlayStation Network, I played a lot of great games online, like MAG. PlayStation Home was another amazing memory I have in PlayStation days. And when we're talking about exclusives, though, I guess I would say PlayStation always had the best exclusives. Uncharted 2 was one of the best games I've ever played. That's actually why I didn't play. I never got the Nathan Drake collection because Uncharted 2 PlayStation 4 version does not come with multiplayer. And the reason why I love Uncharted 2 so much wasn't necessarily because of the single player, but because of the multiplayer. So, yeah. I would say overall Xbox 360. Because I had a better online experience with it, but PlayStation 3 was pretty good too. It's actually too close to call. If you asked me this question in 2006, though, I'd probably say Xbox 360 because the PS3 was like, what was it, $600 when it came out. I got my 360 in 2008 and my PS3 in 2009, just for reference. Next question comes from Techman221. What's your reason for playing on a console? Why do you hate PC as a platform? I had a really bad experience with PC. I find consoles to be easier and have more benefits than a PC overall, and better benefits at least. So that's why I really play on a console. I like the simplicity. I like the fact that most of the people I know play on a console rather than PC. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you want me to clarify this question more, just check out my videos and I explain it a lot. But, overall, I guess I would say that the reason why I prefer console, like I said, is because I like the benefits of console more than the benefits of PC. And I think that the benefits of consoles outweigh the benefits of PC overall, especially when you talk about price and everything. Another question from Comic Legend. I believe he asked a question before. What is your favorite Call of Duty game and favorite PS4 exclusive? I already answered that question. I did. Sorry. And another question actually was recent, came from my Discord from Communist Wheelers 13. Would you rather play at 1080p low and 60 frames or 1080p high 30 frames? I would pick the first option because 60 frames is very important. I know this is a trick question to try to get me to admit that PC is better. I do think that it does kind of suck that not all games run at 1080p 60 frames on consoles, but it is what it is. I still think that the benefits outweigh the cons when it comes to consoles. Okay, that's all the questions from the Q&A. I'm going to actually come on to my Discord server and answer some live questions and see what my Discord people want to ask me.
The following.
What's up?
Intense
peasants.
Oh, hey. The Console King himself
wait,
has arrived.
Real quick. Console King, can you play in Cards Against Humanity? If you're going to play.
Well, I joined this thing because I'm doing a Q&A thing, and if anyone wants to ask me questions, now's the time.
Well, if you're gonna play in Cards Against Humanity, if you're gonna play, can you play? But if you don't want to, can you leave?
Hey, Console King. I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Have you seen Life of Black Tiger? And have you bought it on the PlayStation Store?
Best game.
And played it from start to finish?
Best game.
No.
Game.
Never played it before.
Oh my goodness. And honestly, I think you should, just for a joke. Because it costs like $10 on PlayStation Store. Really cheap game. I even posted the link on the Discord server.
Okay. Does anyone have something to ask me before I leave?
Yeah, sure.
I actually had a question that I messaged you from your post from a while ago, but I can't remember where I put it.
Sure.
So let me go ahead and find that.
Oh, and also, I just realized, is this whole thing about the Console King a joke? Is this all just one big troll?
It's to piss off PC gamers, to be obvious.
Oh. I see.
I can't really see him being serious about it.
Okay, where is it?
But I have to question your opinions about PC gaming. I don't honestly think that you've ever played on a PC before. Have you?
Have I played what?
No, he's played some PC games. Like
yeah, I have.
Like a couple. I think you have like 200 or something hours on Gary's mod and some more hours on some other games, but I don't remember.
But there's a big difference between like playing Gary's mods, like playing loads of AAA games on console, you know.
Yeah.
If you really want to compare the two, then get like a AAA game on PC and AAA game on console. Then you can see which one's actually better or not.
Also, quick question, Console
Sure.
King.
Sure.
On your Twitter poll, most people said that NoobTubeGamer is an okay name, yet you changed your name to the Console King anyway. Why is that?
Because I don't know. I just felt like it.
Oh, you felt like it.
It's a more fitting name.
More fitting name.
Yes, because I'm the king of consoles.
Okay, it must be an...
Oh, but wait, I have one question.
Sure.
Have you played on the Magnavox Odyssey?
No, I haven't.
Best
Then you're not the
console
true king. Then
Obviously.
you're not the true king of consoles if you never played on that.
Well, I'm more of a king than you are, that's for sure.
Oh,
Interesting.
with them solid roasts, man.
Oh, hey. I was there when the Magnavox Odyssey arrived.
Jesus Christ, on a bicycle, where is it?
You sound younger than me. You're not fooling anyone.
Neither
Well,
are
I
you.
am, so... God dang it, where is it? I had this post somewhere.
Do you think that frame rate is more important than graphics?
I actually screenshotted that question. I actually answered it, but just to answer it again, I actually do think frame rate's more important than graphics, for sure. But I don't think that that's not going to make me go out and buy a PC and ditch my consoles.
Yeah, of course not. There's no point wasting
Where
money
on
like getting a
earth
PC
do
when
I
you've already got a console. To be fair,
Yes.
but, like I think that PC can be cheaper if you get it from the start and have it for like a long time. Like, do you think that's good or not?
What was that again?
Do you think that PC is cheaper, like in the long run?
No, I think I made videos talking about why I don't agree with that. But
Actually, console
made a
king.
video.
But what do you mean by you don't agree with it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
you can't really agree with a fact.
Because if something is just
That doesn't
if
make
something
sense.
is true or fact, or
well, it's true.
most-
So
If
I
it's
mean, like
true-
if you wrote it down on paper, had a look at like buying a PC that's equivalent to a console, and then buying a console with paid online, you would see that like it adds up so the PC is cheaper. Like,
I mean,
Well, I
mean,
not
look at it that
really,
way.
but
I mean,
yeah, really, you can build a $350 like PC that like
Hey,
performs
guys,
which is the same
I
as PS4,
think. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
and
1
then
second
get
for
cheaper
anyone else.
games and no paid online.
250.
If you look at that, then it is cheaper.
okay,
Actually, hold on.
Good
not
option,
really, but
It's a-
Actually, I have a what is it? A computer for PC gaming for less than $250, which is, by the way, cheaper than console.
that
There's
that's
the video.
probably using a used part though, so that's not good.
Mr. Console King,
Well,
yes.
here.
I finally found my question after 8 years of digging through my Twitter feed. Hashtag NTG2K. What's your favorite video that you've ever made, and which video was the most fun for you to make?
I would probably say, that what was it, the how to win a PC versus console debate video, just because it got so many
Yeah.
people, just because it got so many people angry, like Rags and all these other people, and it started this whole anti-PC crusade I've been going on. So yeah, that's probably my favorite
give
video.
you some attention. That's right. So that is how I noticed you.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I have
like
a
a whole
question.
bunch of attention.
I have another question, just came out of the top of my head. Why do you enjoy making these anti-PC videos, despite channels that are bigger than you by tons and tons of times in terms of subscribers and views, have, I guess, proved you wrong on multiple occasions?
Right, but
Because it's a cook.
these channels that are bigger than me are making videos on me and making me bigger. So it's a joke on them.
Not
Well, to be
really.
Well,
fair,
at the same
all
time,
your fan base on this channel is pretty much just
Well,
PC
wait,
gamers, to be honest. I think you're a retard.
yeah,
I don't care.
I feel like part of the issue with actually that's not exactly a great thing, because just about any video that you make, and this is something that I've noticed, just about every video that you make that isn't about consoles being better than PC, or Rags did this, or PC gaming YouTuber did that, doesn't get close to as many views as your sub count. For instance, I believe you made a video on Overwatch, which it's like 700 views, and you have 2,000 subscribers. And I guess in a way, that kind of shows that most people are just staying to see you talk about PC. And most of those people come from bigger channels who talk about your channel. And then they come to your channel to see your PC videos and subscribe so that they can be the first to see your PC video. So they say, ooh, maybe Free Me or Rags or whoever will make a video on this one, or make a response to this video, or something like that. But
Cancer faggots.
But but content that doesn't have to do with that doesn't get a lot of views.
Then I'll do what people want me to do, and I'll keep making PC versus console videos. I don't see a problem with that.
Oh, sick burn.
Why they come?
Wait, how's that a burn? What?
You're right. It's not.
Yeah, so
but
I'll answer
can-
like a few more questions, then I'm gonna leave. Anyone has anything else to ask me?
Yes,
yes,
I
actually, I
have
do.
a legit question,
all right,
not about not about the gaming platform, but about video games. I have a whole list of questions to ask, but what is your personal guilty pleasure when it comes to video games? What video game? What video game do you enjoy the most? Beside, that is in fact a really, really bad game.
Club Penguin.
I don't know if you're familiar with Postal 2, but that's a game that gets a lot of bad attention, and everyone talks about how that game is terrible, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. So I guess if you're talking about that, yeah.
Wait, I heard that game was fantastic. Let me look that up.
You're probably thinking about Portal 2.
No, it has a 10 out of 10 on Steam.
Postal 2?
Yeah.
It's the one that SGW say pretty much.
And also I have 2 questions.
Overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam.
Didn't it get bad reviews like critically though?
Let me look.
Yeah.
It is in fact a bad game, but it's very, very funny. So
Yeah.
It's bad, but that's kind of the point. That's what makes it fun.
Postal
that makes sense.
Don't always have to be objectively good to be.
Yeah, it's got a
enjoyed.
50% on Metacritic, so critically it hasn't done very well.
It is really, really
I
bad.
don't think it was meant to anyway.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah.
games journalism nowadays is a joke anyway,
terrible.
so.
Also, I have 2 questions.
Sure.
Number 1, are you aware that PC has unrated video games?
What do you mean, like?
Unrated as in they don't need the ESRB's official rating?
Okay. Sure.
Did you know?
I wish I could stay here and listen to this, but I'm playing Cards Against Humanity with a friend.
As
no
in
problem.
games like Honey Pop, for example.
Oh, best game. Best game ever
those
made.
aren't
Best game.
games
10
like
out of
that
10.
aren't on.
I have
console.
3,000 hours in that game, I'll have you know.
Do you think that unrated games should also come to console, or do you think they should just stay on the PC?
It depends on what games you're talking about, because I'm not familiar with these
We're
games.
talking about Honey Pop.
Honey Pop is the best game ever created,
Best game ever.
obviously.
I assume
Obviously.
by best game ever created, it's not a good game at all, because you guys
Oh
seem
no, it
very
is.
sarcastic.
Oh, it's the
I
best
believe
game
the
ever.
greatest game ever conceived.
You know,
It's a gift from the gods themselves.
It's
You
just
know,
is it as good as
Lethal
Cory in the House on the DS?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
obviously.
better. Listen, you know Lethal from in the server? Yeah, his official review of the game is My Arm is Sore.
Okay.
Best game ever.
Okay, I looked it up on Steam.
Best game ever.
Oh yeah, there's also those. What
Very
is it?
positive.
There's also all those visual novels on Steam.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
It's a wee bit
No,
about-
90%
Can't
of
forget
them
those
are
visual
just like
novels.
90% of them are just like the visual novel versions of animes that were like a lot of animes are actually
They're
just
basically
like-
just
no, like so
they're
many anime
basically
actually
just
are
taken from
just a lot of anime are actually based off of visual novels. Half of them are just like the big animes visual novels that were released half a decade earlier.
basically. Has anyone ever seen one of those erotic visual novels on Steam before?
Ooh.
Like Neko Power and crap. Yeah, there's always just like straight up on the front screen.
I've never looked
you-
for them.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
so-
The Nekopara OVA crowdfunded over $800,000 in like 36 hours.
Oh my
A
god!
lot of people love those Nikos, man.
All right, so I'm gonna answer like
Also
two more
from
questions, then I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Wait,
I have one
Okay,
final
I have
question.
One last.
I personally
Yes, I
have one
also
final
have
question.
one.
Oh, but wait, you still haven't answered my other
All right.
question.
You guys can each ask one
Which is
question.
that-
Wait,
Okay, then I have one question.
Sure.
You say that consoles, by definition, are conventional PCs. Wouldn't that technically mean that it's PC gaming? Because by definition, they are conventional PCs.
Well, it's not PC gaming because of the whole conventional part of it. It's simple. It's simpler than a PC, and that's the reason why it's console gaming and not PC
That's
gaming.
subjective.
Not really.
necessarily, because like
Can't you just say the same thing for the Alienware Alpha then?
yeah, because when you think of like Windows,
Actually, that was directly from his Alienware Alpha video.
I'm a 12-year-old child, and I can operate Windows without having very many issues, and I'm 12. So we all know I'm retarded. So.
No, you're not.
I have a question.
Sure.
Michael dibs after.
Is hating the PC a fetish to you?
No. I don't know.
No, I'm calling bullshit on that.
All right, I called next.
I only do it
All right,
because
I'll
people
go
keep
after-
We all
people.
know your secret. Shut up. We all know your secret.
Do you want to see?
Hey,
You want to see?
I
Well, can we go on with the questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Did you? All right. So you remember your first PC versus console video? You know, the controversial one.
The one
one,
that Rags responded to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you or did you not edit out the date on the Cinema Blend article?
We all know
Good
what
one.
he's gonna say.
I did not.
Then why is
He's
it?
lying.
Why is your
He's lying.
screenshot different than the actual article?
It's because he's lying.
Because it's in load properly.
He's lying straight on. He's lying straight to your
Yeah,
face. Don't
that's
listen to
not
him.
how it works. That's not how it works. When you
He's lying straight
screenshot.
to your face.
So where's the
He's
footage? So okay, I gotta ask you guys a question. Where's the footage of me editing these articles?
Step
then?
away from your mic, please.
Where's the footage?
Don't give your mic a kissy.
Could you not do this, please?
Listen.
Okay, let's stop
Hold on,
now,
hold on,
please.
me too.
Stop.
I'll be
where's the
right back,
footage?
guys. Hold up.
Where's the footage? Here's the thing. There is none. That's why we're kind of asking you this question.
Oh.
There's no
But to
what?
answer-
Nothing.
May I ask my question, please? I have to work in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I answered your question. And I said no. Okay,
My question
Dopa.
is,
But we don't believe you.
Yes.
and one of your
I-
videos, I
again,
believe it was the
It's my
Hold
turn.
on,
What
hold
is
on,
it,
Maester,
the-
Maester, shut the
PC
fuck up, Maester, shut
not
the fuck
cheaper
up.
than
It's not your
console
turn.
debunked or something like that.
Do you want to get muted?
The German wants to talk.
Yes. Yes, lass den German mal sprechen.
Okay.
So, I would really like to go away from these hardware questions and go to games. In fact, we are all enjoying video games. So,
No, we're not.
CJ, what was the first video game you remember playing, and how was this an impact on your gaming career, I would say, or on your choices on video games to play?
The first game I actually remember playing
Oh
was
my god.
Pokemon
lag?
Yellow. It was Pokemon Yellow on the
Pokemon
Game Boy.
Yellow?
yeah.
You're
Oh
lagging
dear
really
lord.
badly, by the way.
That lag though.
It was
Yeah, like-
Pokemon Yellow.
Yes.
Okay. Does this affect your choices of video games in the past, or was it a strange occasion that you simply had only this and it doesn't matter for later games?
The only reason why that was my first game is because my sister had a Game Boy, and that's why I played it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That
but
microphone.
did you
that la-
get the later installments also? So, did you become a Pokemon fan, and due to this video game?
All right, I'm back. My internet went out for like 30 seconds, and I do not know why.
All right,
you
someone's
have
in the middle of a
sex-
question.
Did
Okay.
you have sexual relations with your sister?
Shut the fuck up.
Potentially. I will not. Never mind.
All right. Finish your question? Sorry.
Before that, can you sort your mic? It's like really broken.
The question is, did you become first a Pokemon fan and then a video game fan, or did you already became a video game fan with the first game you played?
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
I think he's broken.
Got him.
King,
why
are you
am I
there?
in the trolls category?
You're in the
Sorry.
trolls category.
Yeah, so it definitely did. It got me into Pokemon, but I wouldn't say that it really had that much of an impact on my gaming experience. It was just there, so that's why I played it.
Oh, okay.
For me, it was my first game I played. Well, I thought for years it was Winter Games, but it was Oxyd on the Atari ST. I don't know if it was the 520, I guess, but it was Oxyd on a monochrome monitor. And due to this, my whole family was fascinated by this game. And because of this game, I and my brother came to video games, and from this point it develops. My son, for example, is very into Pokemon, but is not that interested in many other games. That's why I'm asking. Is told Pokemon was your first point, your first contact with video games. So just a matter of interest. Yeah, thanks. Now I have my answer.
Oh,
I can
also,
go
Console
on.
King, one last question.
Okay, this is the last question.
Damn it.
Wait, I haven't answered
No,
mine.
wait. Will you
I
debate
want
me
my
tomorrow?
question in.
No, but wait first.
No.
Will you
I wanna
debate me?
debate you.
Will you debate me tomorrow?
Will you debate me tomorrow?
Will you debate me tomorrow? Saturday?
I will watch that and like all of your videos, Console King. If you
Yeah, but how
debate
are you
me,
gonna even win against him? The Console King has won every single debate he has ever done.
Oh,
That is
clearly.
true.
Oh, don't worry.
That is true.
Clearly.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
no
if
match
ignoring
against
real
the king.
points is winning, then
But
yeah.
no, really, I'm actually going to be actually researching my points first before I actually go and save them, and see what he might try to do to counter them by watching the other debates.
Wait, so
I can't
what is
commit to
this
anything,
thing called
but-
research?
Huh? This thing called hold on, sorry. This thing called research is when you go on into a library or onto the internet and type in a keyword, a certain keyword on a search browser, or you go to a library and you would look through a book section for something like, say, history, and you would look for exactly what it is you want to learn about. Say for the internet, you just type in the keyword of something you want to learn about, then you click the enter key, and then you...
That sounds like such a waste of time. Who would ever do that?
Yeah,
I
thanks
know, right?
Wikipedia.
Okay, thanks for your questions. Yeah, that went over pretty well, I guess, considering it was like a total cluster of people that were asking me questions and were rambling on and saying all the shit. But yeah, that was probably something I'm never going to do again, answer live questions like that, because it was a total disaster. But yeah, that's the... I think this is my 7th Q&A on this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah.